Joy indeed is all around us. For me, when I am out in nature, I can feel it in my entire being. In a single breath, I am transported from my everyday life and renewed by the towering trees, by the staggering mountains that are in front of me, and by the rush of the river that is just up ahead. In nature, I am a kid again. I am free to skip rocks, cross rivers over fallen logs, build a fort, and sit by a campfire for hours. In life, nature is reduced for me to beauty, simplicity, and a sense of awe. Nature gives back to me those things that make me feel safe and most human. When your child is diagnosed with cancer, you lose all sense of safety. You are tethered to a hospital room in an IV pole, and you begin fighting for your life. Pediatric cancer is just so mighty. It takes the breath out of the air and the air out of your life. You are cut off from hope and energy and the outside world. When I was 29 years old, I was watching my oldest daughter, Alexandra, live, knowing that she was going to die. Meeting hundreds of hospitalized kids, I saw firsthand what happens when sick kids and teens do not have champions in their corner that help them get access to joy, especially when they are battling for their lives. Even the most devoted families cannot do it alone. At 30 years old, after my daughter died, I founded the Children's Cancer Association around my kitchen table with other parents and dreamers and pioneers. And here is what we knew. We knew kids needed more than medicine. And we set out to change the conversation in pediatric healthcare at a time when no one else was talking about joy in the same breath as cancer. Reflecting on the past 23 years, CCA's trailblazing programs have leveraged music and friendship and nature to transform moments of pain and isolation and fear in kids and young adults. We are the only organization of our kind positioning joy as best practice in children's hospitals across the nation. Yay. Here is an incredible fact. Since 1995, we have inspired over $53 million in generous contributions. Thank you. Thank you. About 78 cents of every dollar is invested back into our free programs for kids and young adults, to tens and thousands of kids and young adults in Oregon, Southwest Washington, Austin, Texas, Boston, and across the nation. After 20-some plus years, we kind of think we're on to something. And we've started dreaming bigger. What I have been thinking about lately is that transforming a moment is no longer enough. Pediatric cancer still remains the leading cause of death by disease for kids in the US. More than 300,000 teens will still be diagnosed with cancer before they graduate high school. And for us, 1 in 3 of us will have cancer in our lifetime. So the ripple effect of whatever we discover in pediatric healthcare practices will have an appreciative difference for tens of thousands diagnosed with cancer. Our goal for the next 5 years must be bigger. It is no longer enough to transform a moment. We are out to transform the entire system. That is why we are investing in game-changing clinical trials, along with our partners at Randall Children's Hospital and Legacy Research Institute. We're now engaged in assessing bedside music and investigating how it can positively impact a seriously ill child's emotional well-being and expand their treatment options beyond traditional pharmaceuticals. Thank you. And that is why we have developed a proprietary joy scale. It is so cool, a joy scale. It clinically assesses the measurable indicators on the impact of joy-based programs for kids and young adults. It is why CCA is piloting new and immersive monthly outdoor adventure programs in partnership with our friends and outdoor experts at REI and medical wilderness professionals that are designed especially for teens to help them garner a sense of resilience and optimism and future orientation, vital building blocks for facing cancer and life after cancer. And it is why we are so very proud that we have created the Young Adult Alliance, what we call YAA. It's comprised of a group of remarkable kids facing serious illness. Some of them are in the audience tonight. I hope you got to meet them out there. Amazing. These young adults are connecting with each other on their own terms. They're providing strategic insights to CCA and our program development. And they are providing each other the sense of shared empowerment, purposefulness, and giving back on their road to recovery. At CCA, we are doubling down on innovation methodology, emergent technology, assessing our program impact, listening to our stakeholders, and asking more questions than ever before. Because we see a world where hospitalized kids are literally prescribed joy. And by the way, insurance companies may be helping to pay for the positive health impacts we are achieving because we're looking into that too. I have never been more confident that our strategic investments are positioning the Children's Cancer Association to transform pediatric healthcare. What's more, as I stand here under the stars in the sky in this room tonight, looking at all of you, including my kids, Zach and Kate, who are both here tonight and have literally shared their entire lives with CCA. The potential to change the world is so close and absolutely in our reach. We all come together here tonight with different stories, but I imagine the story that unites us all is that we know deeply the power of joy in our own lives. And here is what I mean. If you have been diagnosed with cancer or know or love someone who has at any age, please stand up and stay standing. If joy has ever been a lifeline to you during your darkest moments, please stand. Now look to your left and look to your right. Joy is all around us. Joy is what we are made of. The joy revolution has begun.